Exactly 5 years ago, something colossal happened. Godzilla and Kong had an epic battle. Godzilla came out on top, totally beating Kong, and then just disappeared. Since that day, Godzilla has been a mystery. No one knows where he went. But now, 5 years later, we've got a new scene. Picture a lush green island that's Kong's home. Kong pops up, and guess what? He's grown a lot since we last saw him. When Kong wakes up from a nap, he heads for some fun in the water. There's a little girl there. Kong really likes her. They're super good pals. He never argues with her, just goes along with whatever she says. But here's the thing, the girl can't talk or hear. Kong's super aggressive. He's got a bit of a temper. Like, he yanks a tree out and tosses it high into the sky. This tree actually smashes through a kind of protective wall. Turns out, Kong's been stuck here in this place to keep him away from Godzilla. People are scared they'll fight again because they're like super powerful beings. So, it's decided to move Kong somewhere else because he's grown so much. Now, we meet this kid who's a tech whiz. He works at a company making fancy, high-tech stuff, machines, robots, and all that jazz. But this kid starts having doubts about what the company is up to. So, he does some sneaky hacking to find out what's what. And what does he discover? The company's shipping a massive something to Hong Kong. All of a sudden, an alarm goes off. Guess who's coming? Godzilla. In no time at all, Godzilla bursts out of the sea. But he's not here to save the day. He's smashing stuff up. And everyone's like, why is Godzilla trying to hurt people? He used to be the big hero. Turns out, Godzilla's got some crazy nuclear powers. He uses this power to wreck the whole company. News of his return goes worldwide. But here's the twist. He's different this time. No more Mr. Nice Guy. The company's boss says they're working on something special. They're trying to make a gadget that can deal with Godzilla. Madison, this girl, doesn't believe this news. She's known Godzilla to be a hero. She's like, this can't be right. Something's messed up. So, she talks to her dad, trying to make him see reason. She's convinced someone's messing with Godzilla's head. Then, Madison listens to a hacker's video call. This hacker spills the beans about the company's plan. Madison decides she's going to meet this hacker and get to the bottom of Godzilla's bad behavior. Meanwhile, the company owner meets this big-shot scientist, Dr. Nathan. Dr. Nathan had this theory about Hollow Earth. It's like another world underneath our feet. The company owner is all excited because they found some power source down there. They want to get this power to fight Godzilla. So, they've got this fancy anti-gravity car they're using to explore this underground place. They're also talking about getting Kong's help because he's from there. Dr. Nathan talks to another doc who knows Kong well. They agree Kong's real home is in the Hollow Earth, and it's safer there. After lots of talk, they decide to move Kong. So, they've got Kong all tied up on a ship. That girl who can't talk or hear, she's there with Kong. She tells Kong he can't leave, and he gets super mad because he's stuck. The army leader says they're taking a secret path, so Godzilla won't see them. That other doc says, yep, we gotta do that. Godzilla and Kong hate each other. If they see each other, it's chaos time. Then, Madison goes to meet the hacker, and she's brought a friend along. The hacker spills the beans. The company's making something huge, and it's going to Hong Kong. Godzilla didn't like that, so he attacked the company. And then, inside the ship where Kong is, an alarm goes off. The girl tells the female doc that Godzilla's coming. Dr. Nathan's like, well, since Godzilla's here, we might as well free Kong too. Finally, Godzilla shows up. He's wrecking ships like they're toys. Kong hears that Godzilla's coming, and he's like, oh no, I gotta do something. He's stuck though. So, They fire rockets and stuff at Godzilla. But it's like Godzilla's a tank. Nothing hurts him. He smashes their planes like they're made of paper. Now, Godzilla's heading for Kong's ship, and it's chaos time. But then they free Kong from his chains. So, Kong takes on Godzilla to save everyone. It's an epic fight call into the sea. Then, he straightens the ship, saving people. Godzilla gets up and heads for the ship where the girl is. Kong jumps from one ship to another, confronting Godzilla. Kong gives Godzilla a real good punch. Godzilla punches back, and Kong goes down. But Kong's not giving up. He goes back for more. They fight for a long time. Godzilla is super powerful, and it looks like Kong might lose. Godzilla really hurts Kong and throws him around. Kong's on the ground with Godzilla's foot on his chest. Kong growls, Godzilla growls, and then Godzilla leaves. The company owner figures out how to power up Mechagodzilla. This Mechagodzilla is gigantic and more powerful than Godzilla. But there's a problem: they need more power to make him work. The good stuff is down in the hollow earth. That's why the company owner was looking for an energy source to bring Mechagodzilla to life. So, Mechagodzilla gets switched on. Godzilla feels it and heads for Hong Kong, where Mechagodzilla is. Now, the hollow earth, where Kong's at, it's incredible. Kong opens a door, and there's a mighty weapon like an axe made from Godzilla. He grabs it and sits like a king. Godzilla shows up in Hong Kong, and he's moving toward Mechagodzilla. People are running to save their lives. Kong finds the power source and charges his axe. His axe gets super powerful when charged up. Godzilla realizes there's a new player, so he shoots his nuclear power into the ground. This stuff shoots through the ground and hits Kong. The company's lady boss tricks everyone. She sends a sample of the power to the company to power up Mechagodzilla. The female doc warns her not to, but she doesn't listen. She figures out Godzilla's coming, tries to run, but Kong smashes her car. Kong's ready to fight with Godzilla. He's got his charged up axe. Godzilla shows he's up for a battle too, using his nuclear powers. But Kong keeps stopping it with his axe. They're having a big fight, and Kong's really giving it his all. But Godzilla's super strong, and it looks like Kong might lose. Godzilla really hurts Kong and throws him away. Kong gets up, roars, and Godzilla leaves him. The company owner gets the energy source they need to activate Mechagodzilla. Turns out, Mechagodzilla's pretty big and powerful, but he goes rogue and starts attacking everything. Now, Godzilla's coming for him. They have a huge fight. Mechagodzilla's really strong. It looks like Godzilla's losing. Madison and the hacker try to shut down Mechagodzilla, but everything's locked. They can't do it. Meanwhile, Kong's in real bad shape. He's almost done. But that girl listens to his heartbeat and says he's almost out of time. Dr. Nathan's like, let's give him a shock. That might save him. They shock Kong, and he's back, alive and kicking. The girl tells Kong that Godzilla's not their enemy. He's their friend, and he needs help. Kong goes to help Godzilla. Mechagodzilla is about to finish off Godzilla when Kong shows up. Kong saves Godzilla, and they both understand they need to work together. Mechagodzilla's tough, but he's got two big opponents now, and they're not giving up. Kong finds his axe, and even though it's not charged, he uses it against Mechagodzilla. He smashes Mechagodzilla's feet, arms, and every other part. Finally, he pulls off Mechagodzilla's head, and he's done. With Mechagodzilla out of the picture, everything's back to normal. But then Godzilla stands up again. Kong grabs his axe and gets ready for another fight. But they don't fight. Instead, they realize they should help each other. Godzilla goes back into the sea, and Kong goes into the hollow earth. He takes that little girl with him, And that's the end of our story. Thanks for watching.